Good morning, Algorand community. We are delighted to welcome you to our LATAM-focused community all hands call. Our goal with this call is to highlight our recent ecosystem growth across Miami and South America, and to introduce our community members, new and existing, to the upcoming opportunities for developers and startups to engage with the Algorand ecosystem there. Following on to the success of our recent Fino Summit Accelerator last winter, we've prepared a new round of exciting programs, including the Miami Algorand Accelerator, the release of our first Algorand developer curriculum in Spanish, and the upcoming Blockchain Summit LATAM Hackathon. For the Algorand Foundation, developing regional ecosystems is not just about reaching new audiences and expanding on-chain transactions. It's about our journey towards decentralization and our commitment to inclusivity, and ensuring that the potential of blockchain technology is available to anyone who seeks to benefit from it. So I'm joined today by Steve Dagnan, Head of Marketing for the Algorand Foundation, and Ronan Breen, our digital marketing guru. Without Ronan, these events would not be possible. And I'm also very excited to introduce you to our guest speakers today. We have David Garcia, CEO of Borderless Capital, Lorenzo Lille, General Partner at Rocker, and Cristobal Pereira, co-founder of Blockchain Academy Chile. Thank you all so much for being here. Each of these speakers and the organizations they represent are really critical partners for Algorand in building our Spanish-speaking ecosystem and helping us reach new audiences with the opportunities and tap into it. Our speakers will be sharing their intros and program details in both English and Spanish today to cover all audiences. So without further ado, if each of you could give a brief intro to you and your organization and the work that you're doing with Algorand, that would be wonderful. David, let's start with you.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, actually, to everyone in LATAM. As Autumn introduced me, I am David Garcia, CEO and managing partner of Borderless Capital. Borderless Capital is a venture investment firm that invests in projects and companies that are building on top of Algorand or are bringing value to the Algorand ecosystem. Prior to found Borderless Capital, I have been a crypto investor since 2015 with prior funds. And prior to that, I am a serial entrepreneur. I co-founded 3 companies in LATAM. 2 of them exited, and the last one that is still in business, which is one of the largest crypto companies in the region. So thank you for joining us to this event. And now I'm gonna introduce me in Spanish. Soy David García, CEO y Managing Partner de Borderless Capital. Borderless Capital es un fondo de inversión venture que invierte en compañías y proyectos que desarrollan en tecnología Algorand o crean sus plataformas sobre la tecnología Algorand. Anteriormente de fundar Borderless Capital, he sido un inversor en cripto desde el 2015 y antes de ser inversor fui emprendedor serial, cofundé 3 compañías en la región, 2 de ellas que fueron adquiridas y la tercera que todavía está funcionando y es una de las compañías más grandes en temas de cripto en la región, se llama Ripio. Así que nada, muchas gracias por sumarse a nuestro webinar y encantado de compartir con ustedes.
Thanks, David. Can you all hear me? I got a message that I might be cutting out.
Now I hear you.
Yeah, you're good now.
Now I'm good? Okay, excellent. Thanks so much, David. So let's move on to Cristobal.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, Autumn and all Algorand Foundation team. And as you said, I'm the co-founder and CEO of LATAM Tech Finance. It's a Chilean-based company where we work on develop the new frontier of financial services based on blockchain. We help companies in the financial sector to build their application or use cases on top of blockchain. And in this process, we have found 3 units or 3 business units. The first one is the Blockchain Academy Chile, is where we create courses, free open courses for the Spanish community, Hispanic community, because we also add people from United States and Spain. And We also have Hack LATAM. It's a platform where we organize hackathons, online hackathons. And Blockchain Summit LATAM is one of the biggest events in Latin America, focused mainly on the technology, the implication of cryptocurrencies in the financial sector, and the different use cases that have is being built in this technology through Latin America. So we are very excited with the work that we are doing with Algorand, and we have a couple of announcements to do today. So thank you very much, and I'm going to introduce me in Spanish. And soy Cristobal Pereira, soy el CEO y cofundador de LATAM Tech Finance, una compañía de base chilena que se dedica al desarrollo de tecnología blockchain para el sistema financiero. Ayudamos a compañías del sistema financiero a construir sus casos de uso y aplicaciones sobre esta tecnología. Hemos desarrollado 3 unidades de negocio: la Academia o el Blockchain Academy Chile, donde organizamos cursos abiertos y gratuitos y también de pago para la comunidad hispanohablante. Tenemos una unidad de Hack LATAM que se dedica a hacer hackathons, y Blockchain Summit LATAM es uno de los eventos más importantes de Latinoamérica. Estamos muy emocionados del trabajo que estamos haciendo con Algorand, y bueno, tenemos algunos anuncios importantes que compartir con ustedes el día de hoy. Thanks.
I guess it's my turn, Arnold. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for being here. My name is Lorenzo Lille. I'm a general partner at Rocker. Rocker is one of the veterans of the Miami tech ecosystem, meaning that we're relatively old in Miami years. We've been around for about 10 years, and we've been co-creating companies with entrepreneurs, corporations, and investors. As of today, we have a portfolio of over 70 startups, out of which we co-funded 54. And so this is the experience that we bring to the table, experience in terms of identifying business opportunity and building teams and products. Specifically about my background, I'm actually originally from Italy. I lived in Spain for a bunch of years. Now I'm in Miami. I'm a mathematician. I know that Autumn was surprised to discover that earlier today. But yeah, I don't look like a mathematician, but I am. And so I'm happy to be part of the Algorand community and to join this event. En español, mi nombre es Lorenzo Lille. Soy un socio general de Rocker, que es un company builder, un creador de compañías basado en Miami. Hemos lanzado más de 50 compañías y tenemos un portafolio de más de 70 startups. Soy italiano, hablo español porque viví muchos años en España y ahorita pues vivo en Miami, que para muchos es la capital de América Latina. Muy feliz de estar aquí con ustedes y de pues, compartir en este evento y en general de ser miembro activo de la comunidad de Algorand.
Awesome. Thank you, Lorenzo. Appreciate that. So hopefully everyone can still hear me. I have a few questions. I want to just jump right in and get to some of the details of the exciting programs you're all working on, if that's okay. So starting with David, so Borderless Capital recently moved to Miami. What can you tell us, what can you share with us about some of the exciting initiatives your team is working on right now?
Yeah, so we took the decision of moving to Miami for several points. One, definitely we are seeing that Miami is becoming the epicenter for both blockchain innovation and capital in United States. And also because, as Lorenzo said, it's kind of the nexus between the entire Latin American economy and the North American economy. We believe that the next generations of business and startups will be global and will take advantage of these bridges between the economy, and we think that Miami is one of the first where we can prove this. Besides of that, we have been very warm welcomed by the mayor of the city, the Mayor Suarez, when we decided to move our headquarters to the city and also to launch a fund exclusively on the focus on the Miami blockchain and digital payments ecosystem. We launched Borderless of Miami on June in the Bitcoin conference event, along with the mayor, along with Circle, with Algorand. As part of that fund, we are running an accelerator program in partnership with our friends and investors, Rocker. Rocker is also an investor in Borderless Capital. And also because we believe that Miami has been, during many years, only known by for being a tourist destination or a real estate investment-focused geography, but that is changing. We are seeing that, and the time to be in Miami is now, because opportunities are arising, capital is coming, talent is coming to the city. We want to be part of that narrative and that history. So, not sure if you want me to share that also in Spanish. I can share that in Spanish if you want. Y para no hacerlo tan largo, pero decidimos movernos a Miami por varias razones. La primera es porque la visión de Miami es convertirse en la capital de blockchain, en la capital de innovación, en la capital de capital, como lo dice el mayor, capital of capital. Fuimos muy bien recibidos por el mayor cuando decidimos movernos a Miami en la Bitcoin Conference en junio de este año. Armamos un fondo de $25 millones para invertir en el ecosistema local de Miami. Como parte de eso, tenemos un partnership y un acuerdo con Rocker, que también es inversor en el fondo, donde estamos lanzando un acelerador que tiene foco en ayudar a compañías que quieran crear y desarrollar encima de la plataforma de Algorand. Y como ya lo dijo Lorenzo, también creemos que Miami es el bridge entre la actividad económica de la región de Latinoamérica y Estados Unidos y Norteamérica, y creemos que hay una oportunidad enorme para empezar a construir valor desde allí. Así que nada, eso es un poco por lo que decidimos movernos a Miami.
Cool. Thank you, David. It's very exciting. I agree with what the growth that's happening in Miami right now. Can't wait to experience it for myself very soon. So now, Cristobal, over to you really quick. Our team is super excited about the upcoming release of our first Algorand developer curriculum in Spanish. And we are also excited about the follow-on hackathon that your team will be organizing. What details can you share with us about these programs, and how can developers tap into them?
Yeah, of course. Let me share just like a little information about that. So, as you said, we have been working this last couple of months in free open course in Spanish for all the Hispanic developers from Latin American, United States, and Spain. It's a course that have like 3 hours of content divided in 6 different modules, starting from what is blockchain, the technology and the evolution that we have from Bitcoin until up to Algorand. And after that, we have the module 2, 3, 4, and 5, all focused on Algorand technology. We explain everything about how Algorand works, how can you create assets on top of Algorand and smart contracts. And we finish develop your first application on top of Algorand. And the final module is a module where we share with you the different use cases that have been built on top of Algorand, and is a course very very focused on the technology, dedicated for developers, because we know that in the Latin American ecosystem there is a lot of use cases that need developers with the knowledge of this technology. And we know also that we have a lot of use cases that have been built on top of Algorand in Argentina, in Mexico, in Colombia. So we wanted to help this ecosystem have more use cases, and it's very important to have dedicated blockchain developers that knows about this technology. So for this course, we have planned to release it in a couple of weeks, but from next Monday, you will already be able to pre-register in our platform, so that once that we upload the videos, you can just start taking the course. Is our video, so you are free to review this video as long as you want, the time that you want. It's open, and you will have access for life for this content. Brevemente en español, este es un curso que estamos trabajando desde hace un par de meses atrás. Lo vamos a lanzar este lunes en un preregistro. Ya las próximas semanas va a estar subiéndose el curso a nuestra plataforma. Es un curso que está basado en 6 módulos. El primero para explicar la tecnología blockchain en general, desde Bitcoin hasta Algorand. Y del módulo 2 al 5 explicamos netamente lo que es Algorand, su funcionamiento, la tecnología, el desarrollar activos y contratos inteligentes. Y el último módulo es para explorar casos de uso que se están desarrollando sobre Algorand. Creemos fuertemente de que el ecosistema latinoamericano, hispanohablante, necesita además desarrolladores blockchain con conocimiento especializado en estas materias, porque varios casos de uso se están construyendo sobre esta tecnología, específicamente sobre Algorand, casos de uso en Argentina, Colombia, México, y obviamente se necesitan y se requieren este tipo de perfiles. Así que muy invitados a que tomen este curso, que vamos a estar anunciando ya a partir del próximo lunes en nuestras redes sociales del Blockchain Academy Chile. And the hackathon we're going to host a virtual hackathon that is going to start November 29 up to December 13. It's going to be 2 weeks of hackathon. We are going to present challenge along with Algorand, and we hope that you take the course and after that participate in the hackathon. We are going to have workshops, free workshops, so that you can have all the tools and knowledge to develop your proposal for this challenge that we are going to present. And we hope that the winners, we're going to have special prizes for winners, but also we wanted to accelerate these projects. We want to give them the opportunity to continue the process. And maybe we can, of course, we have 2 great partners, as you know, that are hosting accelerators for Algorand. And maybe from the hackathon, we can have one use cases that can be accelerated and be funded by these 2 big players that we have today along with us. So it's important for us to create these spaces, these hackathons, because there is a lot of developers. There is a lot of good ideas in Latin America. We have a good designers, good business developer. If you have a team that can have, like, for example, 1 developer, 1 business developer, and 1 designer, you could be able to do great things. So also next Monday, we're going to announce this hackathon. So please follow our social media of Blockchain Academy Chile. Este hackathon es un hackathon virtual que estamos llevando a cabo desde el 29 de noviembre al 13 de diciembre. Son 2 semanas full de desarrollo. Esperamos que tomes el curso, que tomes los workshops que vamos a tener en el hackathon. Y creemos fuertemente de que acá hay mucho talento, sobre todo desarrolladores, todos los que son relacionados a innovación, modelos de negocio, diseñadores, que se puedan juntar, unir en un equipo, que obviamente lo que buscamos es no solamente premiar a los ganadores, sino que acelerarlos, y tenemos 2 grandes players que están junto a nosotros en este evento, que obviamente esperamos de esta hackathon sacar buenos casos de uso y presentárselos para que quizás puedan acelerarlo e incluso también fondearlo. Así que That is the two announcements that we have for today. So thanks, Autumn, for this space.
Awesome. Oh, are we all still there? Thank you, Cristobal.
Yeah.
Very excited about both of those initiatives coming up. And happy to see all the questions in the chat as well. So let's move over to Lorenzo. Ronan, can you still hear me? I see you making a face.
Yeah, no, just a shout out and thank you to David. I'm trying to Google Translate some of the questions coming through, but I do see David responding in Spanish. So thanks, David. Appreciate it.
Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, so let's bounce over to Lorenzo. And so, tell us about the Miami Accelerator. The recruitment is heating up and applications are open for another 10 days, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
10 days. So paint a picture for us. What will the applicants experience? What will the teams experience as part of the program?
So I actually see that there is a lot of interest. People are asking questions in the chat, so I'm happy to share any information. And if you have questions, please just ask, and I'm happy to give you more details. But basically, the idea of the accelerator is to support companies that are already working with Algorand technology or they're planning to do so. And the way we're going to support those companies by providing education and mentorship and a lot of additional support to these entrepreneurs. Right. So what you can expect is mainly three things. One, there is an upfront investment. The companies that are going to be selected will receive $35,000 in funding provided by the Algorand Foundation and Borderless Capital. And that is an upfront investment that has the goal of somehow establishing a commitment between the parties already. So between us, the members of the accelerator, and the companies in the cohort. And also to make sure that there is some financial support to make sure that the companies are really focused on enjoying the program and taking advantage of it, right? So that's the upfront commitment. The second component is the program itself. It's a 10-week program that starts in November and ends first week of February. We're going to take 2 short breaks, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. And so it's about 4 months of training and courses and private sessions and group sessions in which we're going to basically try to give you the support that you need. And what I mean by that is that we're going to look into the specific needs of each company, and we're going to identify opportunities for us to generate value. So there are companies, for example, that are very strong on technology, but they might need help as far as fundraising, for example, or growth in general, or management, right? How to create a team, how to manage a team, how to, go international, for example, how to establish your company in multiple countries, or vice versa. There are companies with teams that have a lot of experience, maybe more on the financial aspect, and they still need some help on the product aspects, right? So all of the companies are going to go through this process in which we identify their needs and we create a program that is focused on those specific needs to make sure that by the end of the program, which is in February 2022, they are all going to be strong investment opportunities. And that takes me to the third component of the program, which is the demo day at the end. So February 18th, we're going to have a demo day. Borderless is going to be clearly the main player that day, but we're also inviting additional investors. And so the companies are going to have a chance to pitch their projects in front of really qualified investors to further support them financially and beyond that. And I think that that's actually the aspect that I want to stress. This is not just about raising money. Clearly, this is what people are very interested in. It's kind of like the highlight. But I believe that the real value of this program goes beyond the money. It's what people call smart money, right? It's the cash, but also it's really like the support, the guidance, and the access to an amazing community of creators, of clinicians, of investors, and in general, just of experts that can help you scale your business and take it to the next level. So it's a really comprehensive program with a bunch of components. And just to recap, there are still 10 days to apply. We already received a lot of applications. We're really happy because we thought it was a big bet to promote this program in Miami and in Latin America. A bet in the sense that we're kind of like attracting people, from all over the Americas and even Europe and beyond. And we saw that the response is really good. So we had a lot of applications from over 15 countries. The quality is very high. There's actually an interesting variety as far as industries and applications. So it's very interesting. But we still want more. We want to make sure that nobody, vice versa, that everybody has a chance, right? So we still want to make sure that everybody is aware of this opportunity. The program starts on November 2nd, and it runs until February. And so these are kind of like the highlights of the program. Should I do that in Spanish? I don't know, Autumn, if there is anything else that you would like me to add.
I don't think so. Would you like to do it in Spanish?
Yeah, okay.
So maybe just a couple highlights.
Yeah, entonces es importante de hecho hacerlo en español porque justo lo que queremos es que no haya barreras, no haya excusas y que todo el mundo sienta que de verdad queremos sus ideas, queremos su talento y entonces creo que es un programa único justamente por esa componente bilingüe porque normalmente pues programas como estos no llegan a todas las geografías, ¿no? Hay mucha gente que está aplicando de países como Bolivia, como Ecuador, como Guatemala, que dicen gracias porque están de verdad viniendo casi, ¿no? Llamando puerta a puerta para que nos enteremos y podamos aplicar. Dicho esto, todavía tienen 10 días para aplicar. Ahí he puesto en el chat el link a la página web. Ahí encontrarán el formulario. Pueden aplicar en inglés o en español, como prefieran. A partir de ahí vamos a tomarnos un par de semanas para evaluar todos los candidatos y empezamos el 2 de noviembre. Las 3 cosas principales del programa son, primero, hay una inversión inicial de $35,000 para cada una de las compañías elegidas y la importancia de esa inversión es que queremos crear un enlace, una relación ya oficial, formal con las compañías. Queremos que haya un sentimiento, digamos, de un compromiso real entre las partes y también queremos que las compañías tengan pues algo de cash para poderse enfocar en el programa y aprovechar todo lo que el programa puede ofrecer. La segunda componente es el programa mismo, que vienen siendo 10 semanas de clases, de mentorías y de sesiones con expertos, con inversionistas y con los otros compañeros. Y estas sesiones tienen la finalidad de ayudar a las compañías a crecer en diferentes aspectos. Hay compañías que de repente saben mucho de tecnología y necesitan ayuda en otros aspectos, por ejemplo, aspectos financieros, aspectos de crecimiento. Viceversa, hay equipos que tienen mucha experiencia a la hora de levantar fondos, pero todavía necesitan ayuda específicamente para el producto, por ejemplo. Entonces, lo que vamos a hacer es identificar las necesidades de cada compañía y les vamos a indicar cómo pueden aprovechar a lo máximo las diferentes ofertas del programa, de manera que lleguen al final del programa en febrero con una propuesta fuerte, contundente y real, una propuesta de negocio real. En febrero, el 18 de febrero, vamos a tener una demo day, un pitch day, delante de inversionistas. Borderless va a ser claramente el inversionista principal, pero tenemos a varios inversionistas ya invitados y confirmados. Entonces, el objetivo es preparar a las compañías para que tengan un chance de, 1, levantar fondos y 2, en general, crecer, de seguir creciendo, generando valor, generando impacto. Y estamos muy contentos, como decía, porque estamos dando esa oportunidad literalmente a todos, sin fronteras, ayudando a compañías que de repente no siempre tienen acceso a estos programas. Con gusto contestamos a más preguntas, pueden ponerlas en el chat, nos pueden escribir directamente, voy a dejar ahí mi email y tienen toda la información también en la página web.
Awesome.
Alton, I would like to add something, just like the cherry on the top for the accelerators in general. So the accelerator is just it's not like the end of the relationship between the startup and Algorand. It's just the beginning, right? So, and we see the accelerator as the opportunities for these companies to be ready for the next explosive stage of growth. We are seeing that in prior editions of the accelerator. For example, there are very successful companies that came out of both the Algorand Asia Accelerator and the Algorand Europe Accelerator that we ran in the past. Some names to mention, for example, are Gildly Finance, which is one of the leading DeFi companies in the Algorand ecosystem right now, being valued at almost over $250 million. And they started at the same capacity that the startups are just submitting their applications to the Algorand Miami Accelerator, right? We have companies like Folk Finance that they came from the Algorand Europe Accelerator. They are building the leading capital markets protocol in Algorand, allowing decentralized borrowing and lending. Companies like R Square from Algorand Europe Accelerator, that they are tokenizing and fractionalizing ownership of fine piece of art and NFTs. And in the Algorand Miami Accelerator, we are seeing a lot of very interesting applications. I don't want to spoil, but we are seeing companies focusing on cross-border e-commerce, focusing on remittance, focusing on serving the underbanked population in Latin America, helping to democratize the access to different asset classes like digital art, NFTs, working on supply chain, working on tokenizing IP. So we are seeing a lot of talent, innovation, creativity, and ideas from the region. So we are very excited. And as I mentioned, this is not just the program. It's part of how we start the relationship with the founders and the startups. So as part of the initial investment, we are also committing as Borderless Capital to potentially invest up to $1 million in the companies that are graduating on the program. I will say that in other programs in the West Coast, without finalizing the program, we are seeing also that there are very interesting use cases for the ecosystem, and we are already accelerating our investment decision, and we are kind of fulfilling that commitment of higher capital investment with some of the companies that have not finished the program even. So, en español, solo decirles que esta es como la cuarta edición de un programa de aceleración en Algorand. Hemos hecho uno en Asia, hemos hecho uno en Europa. Anteriormente en Estados Unidos empezamos uno con Draper University en el West Coast. Lo que les puedo decir es que la verdad es que el programa tiene resultados muy alentadores. En el caso de Asia, les puedo comentar de Gildly Finance, que es una de las compañías más exitosas de ese programa. Hoy tiene una evaluación de $250 millones y empezó hace un año a operar en el ecosistema Algorand. Es una de las compañías de DeFi que está liderando la adopción en el ecosistema. Y ya estamos viendo casos así en etapas tempranas del acelerador de Draper, por ejemplo, en el West Coast. Y creemos que vamos a encontrar un ecosistema similar de startups y de compañías en el acelerador de Miami. Así que, como decía recién, la relación con el acelerador y con Borderless no es solo un programa, es parte de introducirlos en el ecosistema y de todos los recursos que hay en el ecosistema. En estos otras aceleradoras nos hemos encontrado con casos donde incluso hemos podido tomar la decisión de invertir mayor capital en las compañías antes de que termine el programa. Hay compañías en las que hemos invertido $1 millón antes de que termine el programa y esperamos que haya este tipo de candidatos también en el programa de Miami. Así que los invito a conectar con nosotros, los invito a seguir aplicando. Y con gusto también parte de los recursos que tiene este programa es conectarlos con otros emprendedores exitosos que ya formaron parte del programa en otras geografías. Así que muchas gracias.
Adam, one quick question actually, again, it's Christian, sorry, and it seems to be based on my Google Translate again, that although it's a Miami and LATAM accelerator, it is open to other regions to apply, is that correct?
Yeah, I was actually answering that question on the chat, and I was saying the official focus is Miami and LATAM. but we welcome any type of project as long as they're good founders, good ideas, good projects. There's no discrimination at all.
Perfect. Thank you, Lorenzo.
Thanks, Lorenzo. Excellent. Well, the last thing I wanted to highlight is we have an introduction of our Algorand community champions from the Americas that I would love to share. But before I do, is there anything else that our panelists today would like to share?
I do have one quick thing, Autumn, because I do want to say that what we're doing here, like combining, the Algorand Foundation, Borderless, investors, Rocker, and Cristobal, like education. I think that this is pretty unique to the Algorand community. And I do want to emphasize that because I'm relatively new to this community. And I had to say that it was not so evident from the outside that I was going to be part of such an amazing community. So I think that when you read about Algorand, you mainly read about the tech aspect, how Algorand is, potentially superior to a lot of other alternatives, and that's all great and it's key. But I do want to also emphasize the fact that it's beyond the community, and the what I see is that people are really helpful. There is a lot of support. There is a lot of people are willing to support each other to grow the community and just create amazing projects and a lot of value. So I think that this cause somehow represents that piece of the Algorand value. And I just wanted to make sure that, the new members that are potentially watching it are aware that this is special. What's happening here is special. So.
Amazing. Thank you, Lorenzo. Did you get that, Ronan? That was good. We did not prep him for that.
No. I can share when you want me to, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely. So the last little bit here, just as some icing on the cake, I wanted to introduce another team of critically important community builders for the Algorand Foundation. And these are our Algorand community champions, specifically for the Americas. So we have a short video to introduce them. The ones in this video you will see are from the US, Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil. So yeah, Ronan, please take it away.
One moment.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es Gonzalo Martínez Mosquera, soy de Argentina y estoy con Algorand desde que arrancó a mediados de 2019, primero como embajador y ahora como Community Champion.
Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Cristian Biguri y soy Community Champion de Algorand.
Hola, ¿qué tal comunidad? Yo soy Luis Antonio Cruz, yo soy el Community Champion de México.
Fala pessoal, eu sou o Fred, nascido em Curitiba e sou o Community Champion da Algorand aqui para o Brasil e também sou moderador da nossa comunidade lá no Reddit.
Hi, my name is Patrick Bennett. I'm from the United States. I've been helping with technical questions for Algorand for the past year and a half on both Telegram and Discord.
Hello Algo family, Joel Carbon here, Community Champion for the Algo Cascadia chapter. We're a chapter that's building the borderless economy in Washington, Oregon, and Vancouver, BC.
Yo escribo en un diario sobre criptomonedas, en un diario local, con lo cual me dio la oportunidad de presentar a Algorand en varias ocasiones. También he hecho vínculos con el mundo de los negocios y con el gobierno para Algorand.
Mi trabajo a la fundación consiste en promover la tecnología de Algorand en Latinoamérica y comunidades del hispano en general, y mi objetivo principal es ayudar a demostrar que la tecnología de Algorand no solo tiene potencial de revolucionar la industria blockchain en sí, sino nuestras finanzas cotidianas.
Two activities that we do here in Algo Cascadia. We have an Algo Cascadia Twitter, that has a robust community of users sharing their projects and investments and interests and questions in Algorand. As well, we work with entrepreneurs throughout North America to help develop their products and bring them to market.
Básicamente, yo he ayudado a crecer las comunidades de Algorand en español, tanto en Twitter como en Telegram, y también he realizado contenido como algunos tutoriales.
Eu sou moderador da nossa comunidade lá no Reddit, que tem mais de 45 mil membros, e recentemente embarquei nessa jornada junto com a Algorand Foundation para virar o Community Champion do projeto aqui para o Brasil.
He creado la cuenta de Telegram, donde se está creando la comunidad de Algorand acá en Argentina, y llevo la cuenta de Twitter, Algorand Arg, justamente para, digamos, comunicar a los argentinos a través de Twitter sobre Algorand.
I also admin a popular Algorand Telegram channel, and now I'm also a co-founder of a new company, Transaction Lab, which will be developing applications exclusively for the Algorand blockchain.
We've worked with companies throughout the United States that have received Algorand grants and additional funding, some of which have been acquired or building trading and other products for DeFi on Algorand.
O que isso quer dizer? Quer dizer que agora a gente tem recursos para aumentar a visibilidade do Algorand no nosso país para os desenvolvedores que querem construir a nossa blockchain, para os investidores de varejo e para os investidores institucionais também. E qual que é o objetivo? A gente faz isso contando as histórias diárias de tudo que acontece na Algorand e nos projetos do ecossistema, com bastante detalhes, tudo em português, para a comunidade começar a aprender mais sobre a Algorand e vir participar dessa onda que você faz junto com a gente.
He representado a Algorand en conferencias y de hecho ahora me están invitando para presentar a Algorand en una universidad.
Espero en los próximos días ya empezar a iniciar una comunidad especializada en developers dentro de Latinoamérica para que empiecen a aprender a construir sobre la red de Algorand.
Eu me apaixonei pelo projeto da Algorand porque a tecnologia está sendo desenvolvida por um time estelar, liderado pelos maiores nomes do mundo no ramo da criptografia, e que estão pensando em todos os requerimentos técnicos para que o nosso blockchain seja o futuro da indústria financeira, tanto centralizado quanto descentralizado, com velocidade, escala e muita segurança.
De una manera escalable, segura y descentralizada, resolviendo lo que se llama trilema blockchain a partir de hechos y no solo con palabras.
Why did I become a community activist for Algorand? I really see the future challenge of the blockchain and Algorand as building scale. And if we need scale, we need efficient platforms. And I see Algorand as the most efficient, sustainable platform in existence today.
Decidí ser un community champion porque simpatizo mucho con la filosofía de Algorand. Crear una economía sin fronteras, altamente segura y escalable. Creo mucho en FutureFi.
And I do see as blockchain and cryptocurrency use increases that Algorand will be the most efficient and sustainable blockchain for not only for its users, but for the planet and for the people that are part of its community.
¿Y por qué estoy con Algorand desde el principio? Bueno, porque creo en una borderless economy, como es el logo de Algorand, porque creo en una blockchain que es amigable con el medio ambiente y porque creo en el equipo que tiene Algorand detrás, que está desarrollando una tecnología que yo la llamo la blockchain 3.0. Así que bueno, esas son mis razones para estar con Algorand y los saludo.
I love helping out Algorand because I think it's one of the best chains in the market. And I also want to help get the word out and inform as many people about it as I can.
É um prazer enorme fazer parte dessa comunidade fantástica que a gente tem nas redes sociais e eu mal posso esperar para você vir fazer parte dessa comunidade.
I think the entire team at Algorand is top notch, and the community has been nothing but giving and really nurturing the growth of Algorand. So great to meet everyone. Look forward to connecting. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. Big round of just gratitude and vibes to our amazing community champions. We're so grateful to have you in our army. So really that is all for today. So everyone remember that the applications for the accelerator close on October 17th. We will be sending further details on the upcoming curriculum release and the hackathon via email. So if you have not already, please subscribe. Promise you we are way too bananas to actually spam anyone. So it is always short and to the point and very informative. So don't miss out. And that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. We look forward to seeing you on the interwebs. Anything else, Brennan?
No. Thank you, Adam. That was perfect. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Everybody will receive registrants and attendees the recording on demand directly to their mailbox straight after the event as well, and we'll share it out in social as well. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for the invite. Bye-bye.